What? What do I go to fill up the water bottles, and what do I see? Bad, bad, Daniel. There are no kobolds here. What's wrong with you? There are no kobolds here. But good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome Daniel K. Welcome Good Old School Gaming. Welcome Nightmare Moon. Welcome Safe Llama. Welcome Metamorphical. Again, there are no Oregonians here. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I don't really have anything planned for today. Other than, of course, we're just going to show the model off. But, yeah. He's just standing there menacingly. I mean, I will be. So I'm going to show you guys, and we're going to go up slowly with it. And the first thing I noticed was that the Peats, they're all messy. I forgot to turn on my light. Oh my god. Alright. Well, first off, this is my box. It is very gray and square. I very much like it. Oh. But yeah, we will begin with the Peats. See? For whatever reason, VC Face pushed my legs together. I don't know why he pushed them together so firmly, but it did. It's just like, whoop. Yep. I don't know why. You can see, look, they actually cross. So fucking weird. Yeah. Well, there you go. Now you get to see a little preview. You get to see the wings. Feet pics. Uh-oh. All of you screenshotting this right now, you're all terrible. Sir, a third VTuber just hit the Pentagon. Wow. That's the other thing, too. We're going to have to get rid of all of these emotes and everything. Have to get rid of all the emotes. Yeah. Going up. I just want to make sure... Again, if I had the arm tracking and everything working, that's the unfortunate bit, is I don't have it working right now. Big shame. Oh yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely. Again, what's my saying every time we sign off? Get fit, get ripped. Oh, Hold on a second. I want to... Darkness and shadows. You don't get to see what the face looks like, really. You're just going to keep it all in shadow and darkness. This will be what the rest of the stream looks like forever. There will be no light. There is no light to be found in this place. Oh, I've officially been given the in-pass. Uh-oh. Niagara. In the meantime, let's turn the lights on, shall we? Whoop. Uh-oh, it's blinking again too much. But every time you see me look over here, it means I'm directly looking at you, chat. I thought it was appropriate. I could have mirrored it, but because the chat's going to be on the left side of the screen, or sorry, the right side of the screen, I look to my left. I think this is appropriate. Oh my god, he's mixed. Wow. How rude. Now let's pull back and sew the whole thing. Whoop. There we go. And then I have it set up to where I can just snap right in a moment, in an instant. See if I can see my tail. Woo. Again, if I was using Warudu, you could actually see everything more. But I actually have to reset all the shaders and everything for that. Like, the actual shaders need to be fixed. Yep, tail moves. So do the wings, obviously. if I had Waradu working, you would see hand movements and everything like that, and I'd be able to actually highlight the upper body and everything. Yeah, I got a little like paintbrush tail. Yeah. Oh no. You need to have a toggle where when somebody donates, you get Medusa heads thrown at you from your Castlevania streams. No, please, absolutely not. I'll deny that. I don't need that kind of I don't need that kind of stress in my life. Sure, I'm trying to V2, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps getting picked up on my mic. I wish I could show, but like you can't. I can't turn here. I could turn in Waradu, but again, Waradu only uses VRM models. This uses VSF models, which allows me the proper, whatchamacallit, the proper shaders and everything. It was a fucking nightmare. This model was a nightmare to work on. It was genuinely a nightmare. Towards going commando. Got it. Alright, well, let's write that down right now. Where's the pencil? Where did all of these wrappers come from? What the hell? Alright, hold on a second. I just got a shit ton of wrappers here. There's my pencil. Terrible. Shameful. Alright. Okay, it'll go with $10 for RC going commando. Alright. Asmongold didn't clean in his house, he just sent his trash to your room. Wow. I mean, it is shockingly, like, I had 3 wrappers over here. I don't know why I have the wrappers for. I don't know what they were doing there. I mean, I know what they are. They were cracker wrappers. So whenever I get peckish but don't want to have like a full meal, I'll just have those little like party packs of crackers and just eat those. Natural. I couldn't afford to go full juiced. There's no way. There's absolutely no way I couldn't afford that. If you want to go strongman, like not the actual strongman competitions, but if you wanted to go like the muscle shows and everything like that, no, there's no way. I couldn't afford all the treatments, supplements, and everything you'd need for that. That requires severe dosages of lots of stuff that I would not be able to get access to. Again, they're not bad. Those are people that do those competitions for their job. Again, they're not abusing the substances. It's just that they know what they need. They know exact formulas and everything that they need to use. Hold on a second. Pew. There we go. Back in nice and close. I'm coming over here, and then I'm going to turn on the spout feature. Pew. There we go. Yeah. I think it works rather nicely. And spout's really nice. Spout's just really nice in general, just because it doesn't use up much bandwidth or anything. So real handy. Hang on a second. I'm going to reset the pose. Let me get it kind of where. If I look down more, hang on. We'll do that first. Alright, there we go. I shouldn't look. It should take me a lot to look down now instead of the little bit that it was taking me before. I know. But what's good news is now that the spout thing works, I can actually adjust myself to be the size I want. So for today, obviously, because we're showing the model, I've got it up higher. But now I can just whoop, put myself at a reasonable size. But again, today's the model reveal, so that's why we're big today. Size you want. Ha! Gay! Again, as I think the facial animations and everything work really well. I had to add a lot to it. I've got a bunch of the AR kit stuff added in already as well. I need to add more. So whenever we get the AR kit stuff in, we can actually have the model hold facial animations. Well, that was going to happen anyways, bad attitude. Now, remember, he was already doing stuff because of my original form. So, that was going to happen anyways. But again, one of the things that VC Face blend shapes don't do is I can't hold open. So I can't go like, oh, wait. What? Now you work? What? I tested this for a week and it didn't work. It didn't hold open. Oh. Wow. Make me look like a liar right on the fucking model reveal stream of fucking course. I was never a snake. I do want to get the hat though. But again, we've already been through so many trials and tribulations of this model. It's fucking crazy. I was never a snake. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, so this was so there was a base model that looked close enough, right? It was one of those good enough for government works, right? The model creator is Albert. So Albert, or is it Abler? Oh, fuck. I believe it's Albert of the Draconian. But I needed to do a bunch of different stuff. Like, I needed to re-rig the horns and everything to be part of it. I needed to actually rig the wings to be a part of the armature. So I needed to set up the wing armature. And then the trials and tribulations really began with trying to fix everything. Trying to get all the little bits and pieces and bobs to work. My God, that was a fucking nightmare. I'm going to move blink sensitivity way down. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's too far down. Got it. I just did some rapid blinks to test it. Alright, that's a little too far down. There we go. Better. Alright, good. Perfect. But yeah. Or Pazuzu? Interesting. Kind of. I wanted a nose like this. You should see what happens before I started doing the editing of vertices and everything. So, what you could do is, some of this stuff is blend shapes, right? Like the little thing on my chin here is blend shapes. For my upper jaw, actually having the little serrations, that's blend shapes. The ear shape is blend shapes. However, the nose and everything was not. You could only get so much with the blend shapes. So then I had to actually go in, through Blender and edit all the vertices and everything. And again, and part of that was also having to add a second set of horns. So they had the actual horn shape I wanted, but I needed 2 sets of them. And I had to re-rig those to the head. Originally, the secondary horns auto-rigged to the hair, which was very strange. But we've just fixed that anyways. No, Arzalath, so what he does is he can actually make his own custom models. But his actual original model was based off the Draconian, yes. And again, oh God, I gotta go through the trials and tribulations of getting this to work. So anyways, I made all the changes. with vertices and everything first. That was the first thing I did. I went into Blender. We changed the faces, we changed the vertices, all by hand. We didn't use any of the blend shapes whatsoever. Then, someone clued me in that there were actually quite a lot of blend shapes here, so I started using those. It's like, okay, you know, the blend shapes, they cut out that 40 hours of work and they made it like an hour of work, right? They cut it way down, a 40-to-1 ratio. Oh, excuse me. So then, after that, I export the model, and we put it into Unity. And okay, everything's looking fine, but it reverted all the blend shapes back to default. Yep, I got a scar right there on my left eye. Which is accurate in real life, too. Not that extreme of a scar, but yeah, I have a scar over my left eye. No, it was actually back when I had glasses. And I can't even remember what caused the incident. But the glasses got damaged significantly and it's just awful. It's just genuinely awful. Yeah, exactly. Bad attitude. That's what happened to me, unfortunately. It reset the blend shapes all to default. But I was like, okay, that's no big deal. That's like an hour, maybe less. All I have to do is I have to just transport the values over. You have to do a little bit of math. But that was literally just changing the decimal point. Because Unity has it from 0 to 1, whereas Blender has it from 0 to 100. So all I had to do was change the decimal place. Or sorry, scratch that. Reverse what I said. No, Unity is from 0 to 100. Blender's from 0 to 1. So all I had to do was change the decimal spot, right? I was never a kobold, stop it. Anyways. So, just a little bit of math. It wasn't too difficult, but again, I did that, and it was like, okay, so now I've got all the blend shapes in properly. I had to redo the horns again, which was fucking annoying. Redo the horns again, that's fine. Got it all. Realized that the armature wasn't rigged up properly, so the wings were static. They were just a static background prop, so you would just see them like this. And then my head would have moved around a lot. But the wings would not have moved in the slightest. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's fucked, all right. Well, we know one thing we got to fix already. But then I decided, well, I'm going to test out the blend shapes and set up all the AEIOUs, the silch, all the little consonant sounds, everything. So that was a hurdle. That was an obstacle for sure. But when I went to test out the blend shapes for Unity, for the AEIOUs, they would reset the model back to default. The model would go back to default. It would undo all the blend shapes. It was just awful. Well, right now I'm wearing the generic clothing, right? I've got the generic clothing for the Draconian on. No, I cannot. I'm a male. Thank you very much. Yeah. Anyway, so it would reset. So when I would go in, and I'd change the A, to add the vowel sounds. I would do A all the way up like it was supposed to, and it would rechange the model back to default. But it would have the A consonant sound on it. So that was a total fucking failure and waste of time. And then, so what it turns out it happened was that the Unity was exporting the model incorrectly and was changing how the blend shape basis was working, right? It changed the blend shape basis and fucked it entirely. Just straight up broken. Fucked it all entirely. So that was great. So what I had to do instead, and also it actually affected the vertices as well. So I had actually done a bunch of vertice edits and everything too. Again, this nose shape and everything, you can't get it this flat like I wanted, the top of my snout. Not with the blend shapes. It still looks very bulbous if you just use the blend shapes, which is, frustrating. But I got it the way I wanted, and got it flat like I wanted. But what it meant I had to do was, I then had to go back, and I had to manually go into Blender, and go to the blend shape basis, and use the save vertices to overwrite the blend shape basis and make this exact look I have right now the default. That way, when I import it into Unity and would do the AEIOUs, they wouldn't change the model at all because this was the base. Right? Holy shit. So, all told, the amount of work I've put into this model is fucking wild. Like, good God, a lot of sleepless nights. There's probably about 150 hours of troubleshooting and changing and everything, just horrible. Yeah. Oh, it was horrible. Again, I could see it, like, if you didn't have specific things. By the way, the wings are also going to be changed. I already have the actual pseudo-hand models modeled, right? I just need to rebake them, which, again, that's a whole process in of itself. And then I have the textures for them already, though that they look not great. I need to fix it. Oh yeah, I did all the texture stuff myself on this. Which is also why the scar, it looks okay, but... Let's zoom, get a little closer. Or here. This would be a better idea. Hold on. Whoop. Aha! There you go, see? Looks okay. It's not great. But I'm not a texture artist, so... Anyway, let's go back down. Back to where we were. Yeah, exactly. Bad attitude. So, it's totally scuffed. It's absolutely scuffed. No, I'm not wearing a robe. I already showed it before. See? But again, this is part of VC Face. The thing I don't like about VC Face is, like, needing other outside stuff to allow for hand tracking stuff. Waterdew allows for hand tracking and body tracking and everything right out of the gate. Which is really fucking nice. Yeah, so that was this model. Again, I eventually got to the point where I was tired of waiting for the model makers to open, right? And I just said, fuck it, I'll do it myself. So man-hour wise, it's probably 150 hours of changing blend shapes, and I mean actually altering and editing. I'm not just like changing the slider, but altering blend shapes, altering vertices, remodeling everything, re-rigging stuff. Like 150 hours. Fucking ugh. But out-of-pocket expenses was just the base Draconian model. Again, so you can have a model that's like this with the Albert Draconian. Back to the YouTube videos. Take care, Thief. Yep. Look like an anthropomorphic Fatalis. Well, hey, at least Fatalis is probably one of the actually fucking interesting Monster Hunter designs. I don't know, I have a love-hate relationship with Monster Hunter designs. I have a love-hate relationship with Monster Hunter in general. I don't like how grindy it is. And I don't like how unreactive the monsters are. I feel like if I boop something on the snoot with a giant fucking hammer, it should have some kind of reaction, then none at all. Unless I get to a break point, right? That's me again. It's just it's a series that, like, I understand the appeal because I really like Dauntless. I really like Dauntless. So Dauntless has better reactivity, and I'd say more like streamlined gameplay, right? Oh, god damn it, here we go. Tell me, how many times do I need to teach you this lesson, old man? There's the fucking Slav bot. He's my government assigned retard. Yes. Again, it's just my government assigned retard comes in and he's a Slav bot. He does just nothing but pro-Putin propaganda, which is wild. Let's see. Do you make any small changes? This is the final version. It's not the final version. Again, I have the pseudo hands for the wings to come in, which that all has to be rigged and stuff as well. But they are actually modeled. I actually had to model them by hand myself, so that's all been modeled. So I need to bring those in, and then we need to. Yeah, no, I want to see how Pagan and Kree will react as well. You know, I'll send him a message in Discord. Kree. Pagan. The model reveal is now. I want to know what you think. Oh, that's the other thing about this model. It doesn't laugh. Which anyone that knows me knows I laugh a lot. So the fact that the model doesn't move when I laugh is frustrating. Very frustrating. No, don't worry, Tentacle Dude. Again, like, you can't reason with the Slav bot, alright? You can't. He doesn't live in reality. He lives in a propagandized version of reality. You can't. It's like Democrats and liberals, right? You can't reason with them. They don't live in reality. They don't function. Their brain literally doesn't function in reality. You cannot reason with them. Yeah. It's just wild. Just genuinely wild. Oh my. Yeah, I'm curious what I should do today. What I should do. I'll just move this up a little bit more. Cult of Kurtosis requires the goat scream sound? No. Absolutely not. We do not need bleating of the sheep. Well, remember, here's the other weird thing, right? Like, this is that whole thing of you'd be surprised how many people live in propagandized reality, but remember what we've learned. We've now learned that there are people that have no internal monologue with themselves. And again, so I need to emphasize what that is. Oh, thank you, Pendergar Armando. Congrats, Setch. Sending support. Hope you're well. I am indeed. What would you like your what would you like that to go towards, Pendacar? Remember, we have the bounty system on mine, so any donation, doesn't matter how small it is, any amount goes towards a game to be forced on the stream. So let me know what you want that to go towards. Yeah, it's little NPCs, and what I mean. So I guess we should talk about what an internalized monologue is. Internalized monologue is the capability to have that. What do I want to eat today? Well, no, I had that yesterday. I don't. Maybe that would be good. Maybe that'd be okay. What if we did this? The ability to actually think with yourself, right? Like the ability to work around abstract concepts. It's that whole, again, this is most emphasized by that question, right? the big question that gets brought up and then they can't answer the question for. How would you feel if you didn't have breakfast today? But I did have breakfast today. No. How would you feel if you didn't? But I did have breakfast today. No, alright, no. I need you to think about this. How would you feel, okay, if you didn't have breakfast today? But I did have breakfast today. Again, it's those people they can't think. They can't, like, they're literally NPCs. They get told something and then it just is. They don't have that moment of self-reflection of like, is that bullshit? Am I, well, let's think this through. They don't have that. Yeah, exactly. It's literally Patrick Star when they were trying to return his wallet. When the manta ray was trying to return Patrick Star's wallet. It's literally that. I mean, if you round up for 50%, Baron. How does a person end up like that? I don't know. I don't know how a person ends up like that. But it's literally NPC syndrome. It really is. It's wild to me. It's like... And again, most people... like, there's some people that are like, what do you mean, like, I don't hear myself talk in my head? It's like, well, that's not the point. It doesn't matter what the voice sounds like. It's that you're able to rationalize and have feedback off of the voice, right? You're able to have a discussion on it, right? It's just... It's fucking wild. Yeah. Oh, there are entire categories that people without internal monologues can't answer to. One is recurrence, other is what-if questions, and other is abstract thinking. Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, it's... People think of internal monologue as, but the voices in my head are bad. It's like, no. I'm not talking about, like, delusional voices in your head, right? I'm talking about just the natural thing of, like, being able to have an abstract scenario of, like, what do you want to do today? Well, I don't know what I want to do today. What sounds good today? I don't know. Maybe if we did that today. Maybe we did this today. It's your capability to work through yourself, right? It's capability for you to talk over something like this, like, you know what if I bought that? I'm going to go buy that thing. And then you think to yourself, like, do you need that thing? Well, I don't know. Maybe I might need that thing. Are you sure you need that thing? I mean, that is a lot of money. Well, you're right. That is a lot of money. Do I need that thing that bad? Is there another thing that's like that thing, only it's cheaper? It's stuff like that. You have a capability to do that, right? I don't know. Fortunately, I'm not one of those people that suffers from it. Any advice for getting into... I assume you mean Factorio? I mean... How autistic are you? That's a pretty good help right there. If you want to actually get into it, that's a pretty good it's a pretty good helper. Also, incorrect, Threadnought. I just read what you said. Incorrect. On both accounts. You got it all wrong. Again, okay, if you're rounding up for 50%, fine. But no. Terrible. There's just people who are simps for whatever regime they're under. Guaranteed you that if you put leftists in Nazi Socialist Germany, most of them would be the staunchest supporters. Yes, absolutely. They'd be the collaborators, right? Some of it, you can understand. Again, that's the whole thing. If you want to be intellectually honest, you can understand why some people would side with the Nazis. You would understand. Like, again, divorce all emotion from it. They were terrible. They were bad. They were evil. Absolutely. But you can understand, coming from a war-ravaged country, one that was economically absolutely devastated, and then having the pettiness of France lumped on top of it, where you're not even allowed to defend yourself, combine that with the communists constantly trying to, launch coups in the country and killing more people, you can understand how you can get there. You can understand how you can actually, like, people could be like, no, this would be better. The National Socialists would be better. You can understand that. You can understand how they can come to that conclusion rationally, right? And then comes in the whole, like, having to rationalize away the wickedness of it. Because what they got is now better than what they had. Well, I mean, that's the same type of logic the communists try to use for saying that communism is good. Well, we fought the Nazis. Okay. A lot of people fought the Nazis. You don't get an automatic win in that regard. Especially because you are even more evil than they are. I know some people will be like, that's a hot take. It's like, no, no, no. How many people, how many times has genocide been caused? Like, it's one of those the weirdest things in history. So people rightfully point out that the National Socialists are terrible, evil, bad, vile, the vile scum of the earth. And then the communists do the exact same thing, even worse. They do even more horrific things. But suddenly it's like, no, communism, good. Communism, a good thing. It's like, no, it's not. It's never been a good thing. When it came in fucking Karl Marx's head, it was already evil, wicked. Remember, he was a man who came from money. He was a spoiled rich kid who wanted to mooch off of everyone else. And he abused everyone that was in his life. Everyone. He was not a good person. He was a lazy bum who liked to burn through his wealth, and especially coal. Like, good God. Apparently the man burned coal like people would breathe air. Just fucking wild. Talked about how every one of his residences was like caked in coal dust at all times. And it caused tons of health problems for the rest of his family. Just fucking wild. Yeah, remember, this is back in the day, so you got to remember the time period. Coal was the most efficient way to heat your home, right? That's why you had coal chutes back in the day. So most houses around the world had coal basements. And you would have a coal chute that would go down into the coal basement. And then you would funnel your coal into your heater so that you could survive the winter. That's what those giant double door things on most homes are. That people, when they see old homes, they're like, what are these double doors for? Is this like a body chute? It's like, no, it's a coal chute. You literally pay for coal, and you then shovel the coal down the coal chute so that it lands in the basement, and then you can shovel the coal into your furnace over the winter. Oh yeah, absolutely. The USSR was totally on board with being allies with Nazi Germany. They were absolutely on board with it. That's one of the funniest things in history was Stalin wrote in his diary that Hitler was the only man he could trust, and then, like, a little over 24 hours later, Hitler invaded. Because remember, Stalin was a paranoid, sociopathic monster as well. That's always it's always the fun of it, right? When you actually look into this stuff. Some of the funniest things ever. Stalin also pissed himself before dying. Yeah, thank God he died in agony. Fucking piece of shit. When did China become the communist nightmare it is today? That was back during World War II. Again, the unfortunate truth was that the Republic of China were terrible at fighting the Japanese. Absolutely terrible. Now, to be fair to the Republic of China, while they were fighting the Japanese, the communists kept stabbing them in the back. But the communists were also better at fighting the Japanese. Again, to be fair, the Republic of China's soldiers were constantly being attacked from both sides. So they didn't really have much of a chance. And the Republic of China was like, okay, we can't be fighting the communists and the Japanese invaders as well. We need to focus on the Japanese invaders. The communists, meanwhile, are constantly doing sabotage missions and blowing shit up behind lines, making the Republic of China look bad so that they could send more people to their cause. It's almost like paranoid sociopaths are attracted to bad ideas. Yes, absolutely. And that's the other thing, too, is people forget just how bad Lenin was. Because Stalin was so bad, people want to lump it as oh, it was all Stalin. Stalin was why communism was bad in the Soviet Union. It's no, Lenin was just as bad. Again, he did horrific and horrible things to his people as well. Well, the unfortunate truth is, it was a time when allying with the USSR made sense. Right? Oh yeah, Trotsky was a piece of shit as well. No, there were not good people all over there. Yeah. Well, that's the thing now. When it comes to modern China, I don't fear modern Chinese weapons and military capabilities. Because, well, they're a fucking joke. That they are all smoke and mirrors. That's all China is. It is literally the definition of a paper tiger, right? It looks big and intimidating, and then you squirt some water on it and it pulps. Or you go up and poke it and you punch a hole through it. Has there ever been a commie who was a good or at least decent person? No. Not at all. So, what China has figured out, though, at least, maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but I feel like Xi Jinping understands that his military is completely fucking incompetent and corrupt. So they're going about it a different way. They're going to use economics to destroy the U.S. That's what China wants to do. Right? Yeah, China's absolutely the land of facades. China is the country where they paint the hillsides green to look like they have green grass. And I'm talking about dirt and everything. They'll take dirt piles, pile them up in fields, and then they'll spray them green, so that way it looks like they have rolling hills. China is the country that will take rebar, plant rebar in fields, glue rocks to it, and then paint the rocks white so it looks like they have cotton fields instead of actually planting cotton. China is the country where when their elite military forces, their special forces, are showing off their combat prowess in kill houses, and they're shooting targets from less than 10 feet away in CQB style, their fucking rounds are keyholing from 10 feet away. Holy shit. China is a country so fucking incompetent and all about facades that they have regular missile launches on accident that blow up in their own fucking country. It's fucking wild. China is a country that's also so much of a facade, they have entire ghost cities. Ghost cities that they build only so they could say that they're building things. Not because anybody needs it. No, so that they can build things. It's fucking wild. Okay, keyholing. Alright, so to explain what keyholing is. Essentially, when you fire a round, what you want is a circle. The closer to a perfect circle, the better. I just realized when I did circle in front of my webcam, it's like, tracking lost. There's a hand in the way, dummy. Anyways, when you fire a round, you want a circle. It means that your round is ballistically stable, right? Keyholing happens when your round tumbles. So instead of going into the target in a straight line, it goes into the target sideways, right? So it rips and looks like a keyhole. Like, holy shit. How about off as the wildlife? Oh god, who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? And remember, the Chinese Special Forces in their CQB videos where they're showing off how good they were keyholing at 10 feet. That means their rifle would barely be able to shoot 100 yards. Like, holy fuck. That's fun. Wow. Now, Xi Jinping has tried to stop this level of incompetence and corruption. Tried. Not very hard, because he can't. You know, again, he is a dictator, but he has to work within the systems he has. So, he sends out inspectors and everything like that in order to try to force his people to actually have some fucking competency, or to actually, you know, have production. The problem is those inspectors are just as corrupt and incompetent as the people they're trying to check on. So what happens is there are specially designated inspector boxes in China. Okay? So here, this is how much of a facade the country is. There are inspector boxes. What happens is when an inspector comes up from the main government, from the home office as it were, they are taken to the inspector box. And then from the inspector box, they look out to survey. They're like, yes, I see green grass over there. I see cotton fields there. I see trees over there. Okay. No, you're in compliance. And then they leave. They don't actually walk around the grounds. They don't inspect anything. They go to the inspector box where everything has been perfectly aligned so that wherever the inspector looks from this box, it looks like they're in compliance with the mandates of the Communist Party, right? Like, they don't actually go around and inspect things. They don't go like, oh, I want to go and look at your cotton field. It's like, no. Just stand here in the inspector box and look out. We'll even give you binoculars. See? Look. We're growing cotton. We've got green grass and green hills. It's beautiful. Meanwhile, right behind the inspector box is, you know, slums and, you know, waste products and chemicals and open pools everywhere. Yeah, China is terrible. So, again, Xi Jinping is aware, though, that everyone underneath him is basically an incompetent suck-up, right? Who aren't going to do their jobs. The system is entirely gamed too hard. So, what you do instead, if you can't actually stand up to the military might of a foreign hostile country, buy them out. Flood their markets, destroy their markets. What people don't understand, this gets into the whole culture war thing that's going on in the U.S. The left is being funded by the Chinese Communist Party. Right? Directly in the cases of Biden and Barack Obama, right? Where they were directly being paid by the Chinese Communist Party to sabotage the U.S. But, in a roundabout way, China understands that ESG and DEI is terrible, and it will destroy companies, right? Oh no, Pagan's here. Oh no. Oh no. The rat must clean the rugs. Alright. So, China understands that DEI and ESG are fucking terrible. Right? They understand that they are a poison pill. China funds it anyways. Because they know Western developers, Western companies buy into it. They will immediately jump on board because, ooh, free ESG money. Ooh, free DEI money. Ooh. Yeah, all we gotta do is we gotta do the thing. We'll do it. Even though it destroys the company. When the company then gets destroyed, China steps in and gives that market, now there's a hole in the market, there's a void. They have artificially created a gap. China steps in and fills that gap. Right? Yeah, it's fool's gold. It's poisoned. It's cursed gold is more accurate. You got called racist because you said China's communist? What? I guess I'd have to understand the logic there. Yeah, exactly. But again, it's not just Tencent. And what happens is, what have we been getting lately? Where have all the really good games been coming from? China. Holy shit. Like, even if they can't hold on to the market, all they need is they need the foot in the door. That's what they want. Korea and Japan, to a lesser extent. Japan is currently getting infected with DEI, ESG stuff. However, Japan has realized what the heart of the problem is. They've realized that it's all China. That China is intentionally trying to sabotage the markets and step in, right? Ugh. Oh my god. I mean, I don't know if that's just people hating on Marx even more. Like, I think Marx is a piece of shit, yeah. But it's, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Like, that might just be dogpiling on him, right? Ironic. But again, that's one of those things like because he was a terrible person, you know, we can just say whatever we want about him. It's like, he's a terrible person, I agree. But that doesn't mean you can say whatever you want. But exactly. See, Pagan gets it. Says, do you think Bush did 9/11? No. But would it surprise me if it was a CIA op? Not at all. Like, not in the slightest. Who's done more damage to humanity, Karl Marx or Woodrow Wilson? Well, it'd have to be Karl Marx. Wilson is the worst president we've ever had, and he directly caused the rise of communism and Nazism. But, I mean, communism only got its foot in the door because Karl Marx invented it, right? What did he do? Oh, he was the worst president. Well, was the worst president. Then we had Barack Obama, and then we had Biden. But he was the worst president the U.S. ever had. What he directly did is he's the one that caused the revisionism of what the Civil War was, right? Woodrow Wilson himself is directly responsible for rewriting the Civil War from being slave-owning states wanting to keep their slaves into the good old Southern boys trying to defend their home from the war of Northern aggression. Again, that was all him. He created that narrative. He is also the one that directly funded and helped rise the KKK. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. And during World War I, when the U.S. was supposed to get involved in the war early, that's what Teddy Roosevelt wanted, that's what most of the country wanted, Woodrow Wilson intentionally sabotaged war efforts all throughout World War I to force us not to get involved in World War I. Every time there were people trying to do fundraisers for it, he would mysteriously have people show up and shut it down. Every time people tried to talk about the war, he would have propagandists go out and say, no, that's not happening. No, we don't need to get involved. It's not our war. Again, he's also the man that created the League of Nations. That was his brainchild, that was his baby, because he viewed the United States was morally superior to everyone else, morally. Which is incorrect. We are superior to them because of our military might and prowess. Which is what Theodore Roosevelt wanted to prove by getting into World War I early. Which he would have proved. Don't talk shit about the Klan. They have wizards and shit. Yeah. Oh. He was terrible. No, Woodrow Wilson didn't want us to join World War I. He wanted us to be the morally superior arbiters, the ones who stand in judgment over the rest of the world. That's what he wanted. Yeah, technically one of the clan ranks is Dragon. I can't remember what the thing is. I think Grand Dragon. Fucking assholes. Keep your corn out of your mouth, pieces of shit. Let's see. Reclaim the dragons. Yeah, there you go. Have been another kind of like modern Fallout. Y'all are a funny looking dragon fan club. Yeah, I agree. Oh, that's one downside to having the model, is you'll be able to see when I'm clearing my throat and shit like that, even if I mute. Yeah, I know. Doesn't that fucking suck? It's like, damn it, they got the cool rank name. Bunch of assholes. Someone wants to see that section. Well, someone wanted to see my little Petey Pete's. See? There was somebody at the start of the stream that was like, oh my god, his Petey Pete's! His Petey Pete's! Bunch of weirdos. What? Hold on, what? What are you saying, Benny? Yeah, I can't. The wink function is too... whatchamacallit? It's too, sensitive. But what sucks is if you turn off wink, you have to turn on auto blink instead. Which is frustrating, because then I can't do stuff like... I can't emphasize, like, keep my eyes closed and just being like, alright, we need to talk some shit here. But I don't know why it's so fucking sensitive. Oh fuck, I missed the mute button. Woodrow Wilson was the worst president. Well, again, that's a true statement. He was. I meant a dragon who takes on human shape to avoid dragon degradation. I got it from Fire Emblem. What the fuck is dragon degradation? I'll have to look up some fucking shit, ain't I? Yeah, I also want to yell at Kree some more. Pagon showed up, but Kree's not here. Fucking weirdo. I don't know. I don't know what I'll have to change to get the wink to be less aggressive, less sensitive than it is. I need it to be a little sensitive, so it'll actually catch when I do blink. Blink, 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 blink. But it's too aggressive. I need like an in-between number. Kree is racism against lizards. Yeah, he thinks they're snakes. I guess I'll just have to emphasize winking because the model kind of like freaks out at times. By the way, if you see me looking over here to the sides, I'm literally looking at you, chat. And it also helps that the model is looking over, so it looks like I'm actually looking there. When I'm looking this way, then I'm obviously looking at the main screen. It's pretty nice. So it drives them to madness and feralness. So the dragons had to seal their power in magic stones. But the downside was humans could abuse that. Hence the earth dragon Medusa becoming a villain. Huh. Yeah, such isn't a snake, he's a kobold. They're capable of blinking. No, you shut up. You hush your mouth. You and your anti-Dracoran propaganda. Fucking terrible. Shameful display. How many decades is it going to take till this ESG-DEI China madness ends? I don't know if we're going to achieve cybernetic immortality, and I want things to heal. Well, it's not going to take long, honestly. People are already waking up to it. It's why they're trying to do the Bridge Initiative, right? So DEI is not gone. People are like, oh, we've beaten DEI. They're firing all their DEI staff. No. They're not. They're reshuffling the DEI stuff in, right? They're actually shuffling it in and making it where everybody has to be DEI from the get-go. That's what Bridge is. It's literally the thought crimes and internal policing. That's what the initiative does. It's still just as racist as it was before. It's still just as terrible and sexist as it was before. But now they want to make it everybody's job instead of having a department. Essentially, they're moving on to the communist idea of, turn in your friends and family and be loyal to the government. Prove your loyalty. Turn in friends and family that are dissenters. Only now it's co-workers and everything. Turn in your co-workers. Prove your loyalty to the company. Yep, they've internalized the DEI groups. They haven't gotten rid of them. They've made them more of a cancer throughout their company, so they're harder to get rid of. That's what Bridge does. That's what Bridge is all about. Yeah, absolutely. God bless Kirsch for actually looking into this and realizing what the Bridge Initiative was. Kirsch was the first person to start reporting on this. I believe first person in the world to start reporting on this. Yeah, exactly. We've made victories, but we haven't won yet. The enemy is just pretending we've won so that they can go underground. Kind of like during the quote-unquote Red Scare. Again, McCarthy made victories against the communists. So, the communists in Hollywood pretended that, oh no, he got them all. This is all overblown. He's going wild with power. Again, they just went underground. Yeah, exactly. It's terrible. It's terrible fucking shit. You see how Moss reacted to Acolyte being canceled? Her reaction was basically the Clarkson meme. That's fucking fantastic. Oh no! Anyway. What if I made a company? Will I be forced to do this Bridge shit? No. Not at all. In fact, one of the things that you should make sure you do, if you ever have a company and you have human resources, because human resources is good for a lot of things, do not allow them into the hiring process. HR should be nowhere near hiring. That's where all these DEI groups target. They lie their way into a company. Once they get in, they try to work their way into HR. Once they're in HR, they then start letting all the activists in so they can destroy the company from the inside out. That's what they do. They are a virus. They're a disease. They corrupt companies. That's what they do. This is their playbook. The way to counteract that, if you have a company, is you do not allow HR anywhere near the hiring process. HR is supposed to be for payroll disputes. HR is the one that ensures everybody gets paid, and they're the wing of the company that people go to for payroll disputes. That's their only job. Do not let them anywhere near anything else. Well, yeah, it's because a lot of companies then just forfeited the right to hire to their HR departments. They took that power for themselves. How many genocides has Chunk's nephew excused? All of them. Except for one that's convenient for his narrative. Meanwhile, again, Asmongold was right. He should not have apologized. He was right. Again, they are a terrible culture. They are a terrible people. The only thing that makes them different from the man, how do we say this without YouTube freaking the fuck out? He noted that the Muslims would do the exact same thing that Israel was doing now. All they need is they needed more munitions. That's it. Which is fucking true. Yeah, I agree with him. He should not have folded. Again, you shouldn't apologize for this. What he said was the most normie take ever. It's fucking truth, right? Like, I want you to point out, where did Asmongold lie? Where is the lie? Shut it down, the Jagoim knows. Oh. Oh. Like I said, this is one of those things where it's like, I want Israel to do whatever it wants. Because we shouldn't be beholden to them. I don't give a fuck about them. Like, if they flatten the entirety of the Middle East, I don't give a shit. I won't lose any sleep. Right? I won't care. But it's the same thing in the reverse as well. I don't care if they also get destroyed either. Like, they're not our friends. They genuinely aren't. But when you have two horrific peoples fighting each other, like, why do we want to get involved in either side? Yeah, the one thing I care about is that our tax dollars are going over there. I want that to stop. I'll join the fuck both your factions faction. Yeah. That's basically where I stand. I care more for the wildlife there than them. Well, if you care for the wildlife, then you definitely want the towels to go away. I move back and forth between wanting there to be peace there and wanting it to be completely glass because fuck it and fuck them. Yeah, basically. Like I said, it's one of those things like, I can't bring my ire to what they're doing there. I can't. Like, being intellectually honest, it's like, okay. I'm sorry, it's not a bad thing that's happening there. Oh, you returned to some spiciness, for sure. I'd rather see my taxes go nowhere. That was the one thing where Trump's saying he's going to get rid of income tax. He's flirting with the idea of getting rid of income tax. Fucking do it. Absolutely do it. If you do that, oh my god. Income tax was always a terrible, terrible fucking system. And it was always supposed to be fucking temporary. Always. It was never meant to be the way the standard thing went. Again, he doesn't even need to just have it be tariffs, okay? He's thinking of making up the deficit by removing income tax, making up the deficit by going through tariffs. You don't need to just do tariffs. Do the tariffs and do sales tax. Let the individual be in charge of how much they get taxed. Right? Again, here it's 7% is the sales tax. Make it 14%. Remove income tax, make it 14%. And then it's up to the individual person what they spend their money on and what therefore triggers the sales tax. The individual then gains all the power in that relationship. Oh. Sorry, I'm blinking now because I'm rubbing at my eyes. And of course, when you rub at your eye, it thinks your eyes are closed, so it's like shutting them. Yeah, absolutely. Temporary taxes was always a joke that got no laughs. Yep. Elon was right. The government needs to be shrunk. They overtax us and use it for stuff no one wants, then say they'll fix the problem by taxing the wealthy more instead of trimming worthless shit. Yep. Again, Milei in Argentina has it right. His chainsaw strategy to governance is the correct course of action to fix things. Now, of course, the communists around the world want to try to discredit him from everything he's doing, but no, his stuff is actually working. It's functioning. It's turning that economy around. People are now in more control of their lives. People can actually do things now, right? Yeah, no worries, Baron. No worries. Yep, exactly. If I want tax money, right? If I want my tax money to go to anything, I want my tax money to go towards securing our border and removing all the illegals from our country. All of them. Not one left behind. Every single one of them out. I want anchor babies as well to be removed. I want you only to gain U.S. citizenship as a baby if both your parents had U.S. citizenship. No more of this nonsense where the illegals come across the border, bang each other, pop out a baby. Oh, anchor baby, I have to stay here for my child. You wouldn't take a child away from its mother. No, we'll keep you a child with its mother. You're going right back to the fucking country along with your child. Fuck off. Sanctuary cities should unironically be outlawed. Those who set up sanctuary cities should be held entirely responsible for all the illegal crime. Every single one of them. If you set up a sanctuary city, alright, fine, you can do it. But you will now be tied as a co-conspirator in any criminal activity that they commit. $5 from Richard Cardamone. Thank you very much. I see what's happening to pop culture franchises, and I equate it to the Permian extinction, where 95% of all life was wiped out. Well, it's a bit overly dramatic, but yeah. Also, laser fence on the border. Not just you don't need laser fences. We just need a border. Have our National Guard actually secure our border. That's what it should be. Oh, remember Chaz? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. That was so dysfunctional and so filled with crime and murder and executions that they constantly needed to beg for supplies. Yeah, he calls Hamas bad, Twitch. So the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, exactly. The Argentina bounce back is amazing. Without it, we likely wouldn't be getting Goblin Cleanup, considering it's being made in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Nice. Love how spicy my debut stream is. Oh my god, this is how spicy we normally are. But I guess, you know, it's like, okay, I can afford to be a little more spicy because we're going out on so many platforms, right? Chaz was a great example of fuckwits that think they know how things work. Yep, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, the spice must flow. Hang on. By the way, this will be a funny bit. We're going to drink some water real quick. Watch what happens to the model. Good old agua. As you can see, the model does not like it when I drink. The model's like, no. Why do you do that? Why? Vibrates in H2O. Are you staying hydrated? Yes, I hydrate so often I vibrate. I can't like forcibly do it. Hang on, here we go. Oh my god. At least the model just kind of brain farted, yeah. Dragon ain't drunk, the system just isn't stable. Exactly. Oh, man. Now, like I said, I think this came out incredibly well. I love the... I had to put in a lot of stuff for them, but I love the facial expressions and everything. I can actually change the expressions, too. Hang on. What was it? Let me click help real quick. Control Shift F1. Okay. Which one's which? That's the question. Hold on a second. Okay, F2, F3, F4, F5. Wait a minute. Wait, you have cheek puff? Hold on. No? Yes? No? Additive? Hang on. Hang on. There's memes afoot. Hold up. Poof. 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 It's funny, I added the cheek puff stuff, but yeah. You reinstalled Project Nevada this morning? Nice. They definitely won't tear their hair out at the news. Well, there you go. I'm not a lizard. Damn it. You're all so insensitive. Okay, so, and browse down up also got added, which is incredibly fucking weird. But here we go. So, F2 to F5. Alright. So, first off is fun. Control Shift F2. Yeah! Look how happy I am. Yeah! Smiling on my face, having a good time. Eyebrows raised. I look like a creeper. Uncanny grin. That's absolutely an uncanny grin. All right, let's do. Turn that off. Yeah, this is better. This is more aggressive, like what I was talking about. This is my angry face. They're pouring chemicals into the water. They're turning the frogs gay. It's a bunch of assholes. I got the documents. I got the documents, people. Alright, next one. We have joy, sorrow. Alright, so joy. That's a lot better. That's a lot better for happy. I should probably have joy be the happy one. Yeah, because it's just a smile on my face. It doesn't mess with, like, teeth. I don't have teeth bared the whole time. And the eyebrows are raised. Okay, let's do sorrow. Oh. No. I put on the mirror. I could see myself again. This is terrible. This is terrible. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So let's get rid of all that. It sucks that it counts brows down up as a facial expression and cheek puff as a facial expression. But not everything else. Huh. Yeah, basically. Alright, let's get rid of all that. Okay. Imagine. Dragons. I don't believe in dragons. Well, I just unalive Setch. No. Sorry, this isn't Terry Pratchett's world. Every time someone says they don't believe in dragons, the dragon dies. Incorrect. We Jacoran are a very hardy people. We do not die just because somebody doesn't believe we exist. Again, we live in reality. Just because they live in a fantasy world, it's not my problem. Dragons, we're like oversized lizards. Oh. You're first. You know what? You are first. You're the first one that's going to get dunked in ketchup. No, a dragon just loses its virginity. Well. Yo, the rat is here. Yep, Bacon's here. Do not fall for the dragon propaganda. Dragons are just weird lizards. Incorrect. Incorrect. Wow. Again, I am not a kobold. Stop it. Stop it. Cease. Cease your anti-dragon propaganda. The only Dragonite you'd need is Setch. I'm not a Dragonite. What? He's a snake-fucking American. What? I'm not a snake. Give a cat armor and fire breath. That's a dragon. They don't have imposter syndrome. All cats and dragons are the best cat or dragon to ever lived. Wow. Also, that's not how imposter syndrome works. Oh, the bullying never ceases. The bullying never ceases. Speaking of, though, again, I need to get rid of the hype here. So this is going to be gone in the future. I can show you what's behind it, actually. So you can see. Activate Windows? What? So I've told this story before. But I had Windows 7 Professional, right? Windows 7 64-bit Professional. I then upgraded to Windows 10. Windows accepted everything. They're like, okay, yes, you've upgraded. We understand. It's in our systems now. It's on your profile. It's in, Microsoft now has that you have upgraded. Right? Microsoft's like, we see you have upgraded to Windows 10. Good. I then do the PC build system. Oh my god, the PC build. For anyone that doesn't know why this was called the cursed PC for a while, it's because the hard drive... So this is the ultimate end goal of what happened. Why the PC wouldn't boot. And it wouldn't even post. It didn't give me postcodes. It didn't boot. It didn't do anything. Because the hard drive that wasn't behind... The hard drive that had nothing to do with the boot drive, that had nothing to do with the operating system, went bad. A hard drive... Let me... No, chat. I don't think you understand. Let me do this, okay? Chat. Look at me. The hard drive that had nothing to do with the boot of the computer, that had nothing to do with the operating system, went bad. And this, not even being the primary drive, okay? Not even being the primary drive, caused the system to not only not boot, but not even post. For anyone that doesn't know what post is, it's power on self-test. Fucking wild. Absolutely wild. I just... Again, I spent so much more money getting a different motherboard, getting a different CPU, testing everything but the hard drive, because it doesn't make any sense, right? The hard drive doesn't make any sense. Why would a hard drive that has nothing to do with the boot drive, that has nothing to do with the operating system going bad, make it so the operating system can't even post? That makes no sense. Why? So all I had to do to fix my problem was literally unplug that hard drive, and it worked. I was so flabbergasted. This is the part, Saiba. I had booted the computer already. I had booted it before. I had already installed the operating system. I was in the process of cleaning up all of the random junk off of it. I was also doing all of the... I was getting rid of, all of the junk programs, all the fat and stuff. I had installed Discord. I had installed a bunch of stuff. And then I restarted the computer. After the computer had been on for 2 days, I had restarted the computer, and it didn't work anymore. Fucking incredible. And then for a month there, I was on the backup PC instead. Fucking... Just... Ugh. It's fucking wild. Then you have somebody using your hanger ribbon called Lizard. Well, I mean, if you were here, if I could reach out through the screen, through the power of the internet, and I could have the chemical concoction from my throat mix and spit it at you and burn you down to a crisp, I would. I would. I would. However, all that would do for me now is it destroy this monitor, maybe my keyboard, and the webcam. So, like, that'd be a waste. That'd be a monumental waste. For now, I can just act disappointed in you all. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's wrong. I can just act very disappointed. I'm disappointed in all of you. Oh. Your friend is having similar problems with his PC. Again, if it doesn't power on, like if it doesn't even boot or anything like that, and all you see is a little dash in the corner. So like I think it was the top left corner, but there's like just a little white dash. Then it's probably his hard drive went bad. One of his hard drives went bad, and now the PC isn't booting. Because reasons. It doesn't matter that it's not the operating system hard drive. Tell him to test each hard drive. Yeah, so that was a fun experience for sure. Very fun experience. Also, do you guys think I should move the camera in more? Should I keep the wings even a little bit? Or should we move it in like here? Or do you guys think that's too close? I wish there's a way to, like, more accurately zoom this in. It zooms in too far each time. So I think that's just too close. Well, that's fair. You haven't called me a lizard. That's fair. Yeah, remember when we actually do streams, by the way. We're only this big because it's the model reveal stream, right? When we actually do streams, it's going to be more like this. Right? I morphed like Creed. No, I didn't. I'm still a dragon. I didn't change species or anything. I'm still a Dracoran. Just now I let my horns out. And I got my wings. He was a JPEG, you were a JPEG? What? I've never been a JPEG. Well, unless you mean the hype thing here in the corner. Again, that's going away. Okay. Oh, but yeah, by the way, back to what I was saying. So, I upgraded from Windows 7 64-bit Professional. They already have my CD key and everything, right? It's tied to my account. My Microsoft account has my Windows 7 CD key. I upgraded through the Microsoft-approved upgrade program, right? I upgraded through the approved program, and then I did the computer upgrade, where we built a new PC. And somehow, even though I have it registered that it should be a Windows 10 Professional, Microsoft's like, no, give us $200, please. Fuck off. No. I'm not paying you $200 for an operating system I already own. That's why we have Activate Windows here in the bottom corner. I'm just going to leave that watermark there as like a thing of shame. So, that's what the hype thing's been covering this entire time. The fucking watermark. It's so fucking stupid. I have a theory that Mahler pulled Creed to another dimension. That's why he changed species. Well, no. Creed had already changed to the goat before. But it was funny to hear Rags being like, what, are you supposed to be a gremlin or something? That was pretty amusing. First upgrade when you can is getting your sweet hat. Yeah. I'm probably going to just start modeling the hat itself. Right? I think there's a way... Hold on. Oh, no, I don't want that stuff. No, incorrect. I'm pretty sure there's a way for me to change some stuff. Not props. Okay. Oh. Oh. I wish I had read this help thing more thoroughly. There's a way to do eyebrow tracking that's a lot simpler. I don't need to do brows down up. I need to do a brows up and a brows down. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. I've been looking for what the exact thing that VC Face needed for ages, and here I find it. When I was trying to look for the thing, it was like, there's supposed to be a way for me to take off my shirt and everything, right? I just realized what I said in front of all of you. Oh my god. Yeah, so, there's a way to remove all the clothing we have. Get your mind out of the gutter. But there's a way to do that. I have that built in. But I don't know how to do it. Here. I can do it in Unity. I can do it in Blender, easy peasy. But I don't know how to do it here in VC Face. There's supposed to be a way. Waradoo, I can do it. So I might try migrating to Waradoo at some point. For now, though, we're using this. Your mind is the gutter. Oh, fucking course it is. Oh, fucking course it is. Terrible. But Waradoo also allows me to actually turn around. So here, I can only like look all the way over here, and then it starts freaking out. But Waradoo allows me to actually turn all the way around and everything too. Hey, at least you can see my tail a little bit. Hold on. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, my floofy tail. I have a paintbrush tail. It's not actually a paintbrush, but that's just what I nickname it as. Because it's smooth all the way to the tip, and then the tip actually has mane on it. Kind of like my hair. I'm pure, you can't shame me? Well, if you're pure, you don't need to be shamed. I'm shaming more the rest of the chat. So you're going to strip for us, you kinky bastard? Oh my god. I knew what I said the moment I had said it. My point being was that there are functions to actually remove clothing or add clothing to said model. So, it should be a thing that we can do in the future. So I can actually have the Capitaine on and everything in the future, which we will. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. We are going to replace this, the hype thing. Well, I'm going to put a Drakine there. Or a Drakmolkine, depending on which one which universe you're technically in. But Drakine or Drakmolkine, one of the two. But that's going to be there, and then that's going to be the thing that will read off the chat for like every 10th message, maybe every 5th message. I don't know. We'll have to adjust it to get a good preference for it, right? Bad, such bad. Don't get naked on stream. I don't plan on it. Like a lion tail or a classic unicorn tail with scales. Yeah, it's much more like a lion tail. Yep. And that's actually done. The reason it has the mane on it is specifically because it's to keep stuff off my back, right? So that I can whip that up and get it off my wings. So that's why, like, if something lands on my wings, it's really hard for me to stretch my hand back and get stuff off my wings, right? I can't like reach under the membrane. Hold on. I can't reach under the membrane very high. So I just use my tail. Quick and easy. So like if a fly or anything lands on my wings, or if there's anything touching my wings, I can just use that to brush it off. Wow. I should force World of Warcraft to pay me royalties. God damn it. If you don't plan to get naked on stream, then stop talking about removing your clothes, you tease. Alright, listen. Okay? That's for OnlyFans. God knows they could afford it with the $90 mount they released. Good God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Only Dragons coming soon. Well, if it was only Dragons, I would, you know, that would kind of limit the audience. Oh, goodness sakes. Anyways, so yeah. So that's why I have the Activate Windows thing in the corner. Because for some reason, Windows is like, oh, we know you have a Windows 10 one because it was upgraded for Windows 7. We know you have a CD key. But, give us $200 anyways. I was like, oh, okay, how about you go fuck yourself? No, it's not. That's going away. A Drakine is going to sit here in the corner instead. And he's going to be the chat goblin, basically. Oh. Wow. It's fucking terrible. That got derailed real fucking bad. The voice of chaos, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I think that'll just be fun too. Problem is, like, which one of my Drakine do I want to put there? Like, who do I think should go there? Alright, what's your question on Chains Deity? What is thy question? Are you... Oh, wait, is that what you're asking? Good... Oh, no. I just realized what you just asked. I already realized what you asked before. Such are you a good dragon or a bad dragon? I must know your alignment. Oh, no. I'm a pragmatic dragon, that's what I am. If you could go back in time and tell one thing to your younger self, what would you say? Probably invest in Amazon. I could cash out here now, but, you know, invest in Amazon. Buy Bitcoin's another good one. That'd be another good one, for sure. Listen. Alright, listen here. Listen here, you little whelp. Okay, listen. Listen. Alright. You need to remember this in about 300 years' time, okay? Listen. Alright. There's going to be a company. It's going to be called Goggle. Only they're going to fuck up and spell it wrong, so it'll be called Google. Alright? There's going to be a typo. You need to invest in that company. There's going to be another one. They wanted to call it Amazing Products, but then they called it Amazon instead. You need to invest in that company as well. Remember, this will be 300 years from now. Make sure you remember these names for 300 years. No, I can't write it down. I've already polluted the timeline enough as it is. Remember these names. You write it down. Yep, get out your little paste paper right there. Yep, there you go, good. Yep. Write this down. Amazon. No, that's not how you do a Z. No, no. No, I can't show you a Z. I can't leave behind any trace of the time. No, I can't. Alright, listen. The Z is the one that looks like two pieces of rebar and then you attach. It's two straight lines. Okay? Now, take the end of one straight line and attach to the... No, not to the same end. No. Attach to the other end. There you go. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll just trace it. Here, this. Make this. This is Z. No, not that way. Turn it around. Yeah, I was doing it from my perspective. You need to do it from your perspective. So it'd be like this. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now, Google. No, not goggle. I told you. That originally it was supposed to be goggle and they did a typo. It's Google. 2 O's. No, not 2 G's. 2 O's. There you go. 1 G. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Alright. Now, McDonald's. No, not M-I-C-K. No. M-C. Okay. Good. And then Donald Duck. Wait, you don't know Donald Duck yet. And then Donald. D-O-N-A-L-D. There you go. Okay. No, not Z like the English right. No. Don't listen to them. You can't see. No. Okay, that's fine. I don't. Yeah, no. You don't need to see anything. It's fine. Who else am I talking to? It doesn't matter. I'm talking to you specifically. No, don't go get Papa. No. Listen. I'm trying to. All right. Listen here, you little shit. I am you from the future. Stop it. No, it's not. No, don't make movies about time travel. Don't. Most of them will be terrible. Just stop. No, stop. All right. Look, Apple. Apple's another one. You need Apple. Put Apple down. Write Apple on your... Oh, my God. What's happening? I'm just playing out a fun scenario. If I went back in time to talk to my whelp or hatchling self, basically telling him what he needs to know in 300 years. I'm not having a mental breakdown. That's very rude. Yeah, apple, like the fruit. No, it's not a vegetable. No, it is actually a fruit. Yep. Yes, there will be arguments about it. I don't care. It's actually a fruit. There you go. Put an apple. No, not 1 pea. It's 2 peas. There you go. Good job. Just leave him. His alarm to take his meds is about to go off. Wow. How rude. Okay, Time Crimes. Fantastic time travel movie from Spain. Watched it a 4th time this year. Dude peeps on a girl in the woods, gets chased by a killer into a time machine. What? Is your past self a retard? No. No. My past self is a little fucking shitter, though. I know myself. I know exactly how I would react to this information. Like, I would be trolling the shit out of my future incarnation. No, not even a brat type. It wouldn't be bratty. It'd just be stuff to be slightly annoying and inconvenient. Like, it wouldn't even be stuff that, like, how do you spell laser? Well, it depends on who you ask. Laser either has a Z in it or it has an S in it. Which one do you want? Technically, you're supposed to spell laser with an S. But so many people have spelled it with a Z colloquially that now Z is actually a confirmed spelling of it too. Kind of like which version of gray is correct. G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y. Both of them are technically correct. You should know you fucked up as a scientist when you turn on the time machine for the first time ever and a dude comes out of it. Oh. Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking scuffed. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be S-E-R. I know. But so many people colloquially have used Z-E-R that now it's an accepted way of spelling it. Which is incredibly fucking frustrating. With the spelling of 14. Yeah, fair enough. But it's just like, it's just like gray or gray. It's like, well, which one is right? Both of them are right. It all depends on who you ask and where they come from. But both are correct. No. I will die on the hill. That literally means literally. And literally does not mean figuratively. God damn it. Oh. Oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible. I use both. Just kind of like a way to kind of annoy people. I use both. I use G-R-A-Y and G-R-E-Y. Usually interchangeably. Again, as the Weird Al song said, just now, you said you literally couldn't get out of bed. What? That literally makes me want to take a literal crowbar across your stupid head. Shit, man. Now it's funny. Now I don't even have word crime stuck in my head. Now I have the Handyman song stuck in my head. What the fuck? God, Weird Al is definitely a memetic virus. I swear. I like Weird Al, but man, oh man, I swear to God. Now I got the hardware store song stuck in my head. God, what is happening? It's like a fucking cognito hazard. I know, Weird Al makes great parody songs. He really does. My poker face, my Yep. You were watching Party in the CIA song earlier? Yeah. I mean, that's fair enough. It's the same thing with people that don't like Sabaton, right? I like Sabaton. But I understand why people don't. Because they follow a very similar pattern of progression, right? Again, if you strip out all of the actual nuance of the songs that Sabaton sings, they have a very, like, formulaic pattern in a lot of their songs. But I don't think that's a bad thing. Especially because they're going for more of a military style, right? Yeah, Weird Al Githyankovich is probably one of the greatest mods I have ever seen. Actually, I don't even think it was a mod. I think somebody managed to actually make him look like Weird Al with just the base character creator. Which is fucking fantastic. Yeah, I thought it might be a mod, but then I'm thinking about it, well, it might not actually be a mod at all. They might have just gotten him to look like Weird Al just through the character creator alone. Oh, wait, you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so in Baldur's Gate 3, somebody actually made. I know. Sorry. I'm talking about Baldur's Gate 3. Because somebody made Weird Al Yankovic in Baldur's Gate 3 as well. And it looks scarily close to actually Weird Al. Your brain is now charging Weird Al's vitality. It's how he stays young. I mean, wouldn't surprise me. It is genuinely a great use of the character creator. Baldur's Gate 3's character creator is a lot better than people think it is. Again, it's this weird thing because of stuff like Arch. People like Archcast, who had a hate boner for Baldur's Gate 3 before it was even released. He just decided that this was the game that he wanted to shun, so he kept lying about it constantly. Which is incredibly fucking frustrating. Because it was like, no, call them out for what they're doing. Call them out for the body type crap. Call them out for that pedo ideology nonsense. Don't make up shit. It's not how you win. You don't win when you make up stuff they aren't actually doing. It's very, very fucking frustrating. Very frustrating. Yeah, that'd be nice. No, I think that's a good way to put it. Like, it's not as shockingly autistically robust as other character creators, right? But it's not bad. Oh my god. Third demons are trying hard today. Let's drink some more water. Okay. Alright. So here's what I want to do. It's like a Lego Man character creator. Pick your head, color, and hairstyle. Kind of. Which I'm fine with. See, their reasoning behind it was they didn't want people to make Grobnar the Destroyer and make him look like fucking Shrek. They didn't want a Dark Souls situation, right? Where people could make genuinely, like, horrifying looking abominations. They wanted people to look like they would fit in the world. Otherwise, you'd have the... If you're trying to stay immersed, you'd have the logical thing of, like, why wouldn't somebody point out the fact that this character has a caved-in nose and two bug eyes and lips that purse out so much he looks like a fucking mosquito, right? Like, I understand why they did it. And I get that. They're going for immersive integrity, right? And I'm totally fine with that. I think that's fair. I also don't get the people that say that, like, that none of the female characters are attractive. It's like, what? Like, no, they're more like traditional characters. I think Shadowheart is one that's a bit more attractive than what you would normally expect, especially from a fucking Sharan priest. Holy shit. But I don't get the whole thing of like, no, they all look hideous. Like, no. Even Lae'zel. Lae'zel is like one of the most attractive Githyanki I've ever seen. Like, holy shit. She'd be like a fucking... She'd be like a fucking Githyanki supermodel. Like, holy fuck. Meanwhile, you also have, like, the Dragonborn. My god, the Dragonborn look fucking amazing in Baldur's Gate 3. Genuinely fantastic. The only complaint I have... And it's a complaint with the setting in and of itself. Not Baldur's Gate 3 in particular. Because Baldur's Gate 3 actually allows you to correct for this. I hate that Dragonborn don't have tails. It bugs the shit out of me. It genuinely bugs the shit out of me that Dragonborn don't have tails. Like, oh my god. Again, Thread Knot, you gotta look past the hair. Look past the fucking hair. Her facial structure and everything. She's genuinely attractive. She's not a supermodel, though. She's not like Lae'zel compared to other Githyanki, right? Where Lae'zel would be genuinely like a fucking supermodel. But she is attractive. She's on the upper scale. She's not like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 or anything like that, but no, she's attractive. I know in canon, the way the Dragonborn, you can tell the difference between a Dragonborn and a half-dragon is the half-dragons have tails. It doesn't matter to me. I hate the fact that Dragonborn don't have tails. I genuinely hate that the Dragonborn don't have tails. Thankfully, Baldur's Gate 3 allows you to rectify that situation. And you can give the Dragonborn tails. Thank God. Because holy shit. Well, Arch was doing it as well. Arch was hardcore about how, like, all of the females in Baldur's Gate 3 are hideous and ugly and terrible. It's like, no, now you're just being Coomer-brained. Yeah, the Dragonborn in Baldur's Gate 3 look fucking incredible. Genuinely incredible. Oh, man. Who the fuck is Kazik? Or Cassio. Who's Cassio? Desktop wallpaper comes from a video. I kind of want to show the video, but we'll get hit for the music, which is a shame. But it comes from a good video from Warrior Star called Paradiso. And it is a video about Space Station 13, the Paradise server in particular. And it's a collection of moments, all these various moments that happened throughout Paradise's history. The more memorable moments. I mean, that's fair. They're not... Woofda. But yeah, and the song it uses, Pompeii by Bastille. Genuinely a really good song, too. Actually very fitting for Space Station 13. Well, I would highly recommend Baldur's Gate 3 for sure. It is definitely the best RPG made. Right now, it is the king of RPGs. It is the reigning king. I actually hope its reign won't be that long, though. I'm hoping that other people will see that an actual RPG, a hardcore RPG, can be profitable. Like, insanely so, right? And I'm hoping that somebody will then be driven to attempt to overthrow it. Divinity Original Sin 2 is really good, but it doesn't have the same depth, right? It's a bit more railroady. You can't go as off the rails. I think people would be surprised how much you can go off the rails of Baldur's Gate 3. Like, the overarching threat still needs to be dealt with. But the amount of interactivity and scenarios they came up with is fucking wild. Oh, I agree. No, absolutely not robust. No. Dragon Age Veilguard has already failed before it's even come out. No, again, Rob Parr, Baldur's Gate 3 was not a woke game. It has the first etchings of it. It has the claw marks in it. But what it was, first and foremost, was a game made for adults. Like, they actually allow you to rationalize and think through situations. They actually have logic behind it. It's not a woke product. Woke products, by their very nature, cannot have logic and rationality behind them. They have to push the agenda. Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't do that. Again, there's stuff in there which they need to be called on. Stuff that wasn't in the early access period. Stuff like body type and shit like that. No, fuck off. You know, get that pedo propaganda shit out of here. Oh, God. Sorry, my arms started itching. Just itchy scratchy. No, Fallout isn't woke either. God damn it. Again, it has to push the agenda. It has to push the actual narrative. It needs to push it at the expense of everything else. That's what woke is. That's what Forspoken was. That's what shit like Dustborn is, right? It pushes the narrative and agenda at the expense of everything else. Man, I just got an itchy spot. Alright, well, that's fine. Okay, what do we want to do? I mean, I don't mind sitting here talking to you guys, but I kind of want to start up, because I haven't been able to test a game with the model up. Like, model up like this, I mean. You know? No, I think more people should be more like V. Again, I know you don't like V, but your argumentation hasn't really swayed me on the fact that V is the good counterbalance to short fat otaku's retardation. Yeah. Again, Bethesda's just dumbing shit down because they think the dumber they make it, the more people they'll get. Which, again, has worked for them a little bit, but then it fell off a fucking cliff. And they don't know how to get back from there. Yeah, exactly. I'd say V is alright, right? V is more normie. And Dev is just a fucking retard. So V looks like a genius in comparison to Dev. Kirsch, I would say, if you wanted to be like anyone, be more like Kirsch. Absolutely. No, God, please let Hello Neighbor die. Oh my God, please. Mafia 3, it's a game... Mafia 3 is a game that I want to like, but I just can't, because there's too many annoyances, right? There's way too many annoyances. One of the most annoying things is when you're obviously set up to be like, hey, I want the Irish to control these parts of town. I want the Italians to control this part of town. I want the Haitians to control this part of town, right? That's what I want. And so I make sure I take them apart like one at a time. Not the whole thing, because I don't want to make them mad. But it's just so fucking frustrating when it's like, okay, I'm taking over an Italian neighborhood. I'm going to give it to the Italians. I'm taking over an Irish neighborhood. I'm going to give it to the Irish. And now suddenly the Haitians are like, oh, how dare you not give us anything? You don't care for us. Like, bitch, you're next. Shut up. You're literally going to get the next territory. Shut your fucking mouth. And then the moment you do that, the moment you give the Haitians their next territory, suddenly the Italians, who have now been snubbed on 2 territories, are like, oh, why you don't like the pasta? No, it's more spaghetti. What's wrong with you? You don't like the Italian people. It's like, shut up. Fuck, you're next. Shut up. So then you give the Italians the next one. And then the Irish are like, oi, where's our territory? It's like, fuck off. I just hate that system where it's like they should have ramped it to 3. If you take 3 territories in a row and don't give somebody something, let them be pissy then. But if you're like me and you want to set up an actual logical fucking criminal organization, Like, fuck off. Oh, shit. What does the kobold think about angels with scaly wings? Well, I don't know it. Oh, probably kobolds would probably like it. But I don't know. I don't have a kobold handy. I mean, Threadnought, you said you had a kobold. What does your kobold think of angels with scaly wings? Also, was that what your donation was going towards? Because, oh god. I mean, I guess it's not a porn game, but, oh god. Oh god. Yeah. I think you should take a look. So your $20 is literally towards that? Really? Really? Okay, well. Shit. Now, let me put down Itico again here. And his was 10, right? Yep. Okay. And we'll put Threadnought down for 20. Oh my god. No, it's not Snoot Game. It's not. But it's another visual novel dating game about dating dragons. I might be able to get out of it if there's any adult content in it, I can get out of it. But no, I think it's just going to be a cringy dating game. I have you know, Threadnought, I'm going to literally put, I blame Threadnought for this on all those streams if you actually meet that. It's called Angels with Scaly Wings. Just writing it down real quick. No. Oh, it's only going to be one run for sure. Holy shit. Would you like to date a male dragon? I have before. Okay, and it goes is Ratchet and Clank going commando. Alright. Are there any games you haven't finished? What do you mean, for bounty games? There's one. There's only one bounty game I have not completed. That was also one of Threadnought's bounties. It was, Vagrant Story, that's what it is. Vagrant Story. And I was having a miserable time with it. It was genuinely awful. And a lot of it could probably be associated with it being emulated, right? So emulator lag was probably making the combat system completely fucking unbearable. Oh, you mean overall? Well, let me finish this thought real quick. So it was genuinely miserable. It was a terrible experience. Emulator lag was making the combat like fucking atrocious, and its combat is super fucking autistic. In that enemies have weaknesses that don't make any logical fucking sense, right? They just don't make any fucking sense. So, like, there was an Iron Golem boss fight I had to fight. And he was, like, weak to, I think, fire. And the only fire thing I had was a crossbow. And so I was shooting the fucking golem, an Iron Golem, with a fire crossbow. Oh my god, I hate it. Hate it. Hey, like, again, if the weaknesses made sense, or if the actual tag, because then what happened was I was told, don't worry, you'll get the analyze skill, right? And that'll tell you their weaknesses. Use the analyze skill, that'll tell you weaknesses. Okay, so I use the analyze skill. And every single time I used the analyze skill, it told me that I wasn't allowed to use the analyze skill on that particular enemy. Every single time. Like, I cannot stress how incredibly annoying that is. Oh god, I was miserable. So, it's a miserable experience, and I played it. We what? How far did we get? Like 20 hours in or something. And then the hard drive corrupted, and I would have to start all over from the very beginning. From the very beginning. And that is the only bounty I have ever. And I spoke with Threadnought about it extensively. That is the only bounty I have ever bailed on. I just cannot. I do not want to start that over again. Even if it's not that far in the grand scheme of the game, right? Even if I wasn't super far compared to the end of the game. I was multiple stream days in on it, and the hard drive corrupted. Maybe one day. Maybe that'll be like it is, Abysmal. It'll be the bounty that got away. And I will force myself to go through it, and we will claim that fucking bounty. For now, though, I look at it as like, if I play that game, I'm going to have a guide up beside me. I have to. And with just the enemy weakness system alone, I need to be able to check and reference enemy weaknesses just to make that game tolerable. Alright. But now, overall, I try to finish every game I play overall. But there are some games where I'm just like, no, can't do it. Not happening. There are some games where they're just too bad or too broken, and it's just like, no, I cannot finish this. But for the most part, I try to finish every game I play. Try being the optimum word. Because there are just some that's just like, no. This is like cock and ball torture. And I am not a fucking sadist or a masochist. Yeah, fair enough. But again, I would have to use a guide for it. I would have to. Just to make it tolerable. Anyways, chat, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. My stomach did the grumble rumble. So I will be right back. BRB. Well, I'm going to have to change the BRB screen and everything too. We got to change everything. But yeah, BRB. Alright, I have returned, finally. Alright, chat, what do you say? What do you say we... Why don't we watch something here at the end of the stream, right? Let's watch something. We'll do it as like a little test. Do you guys think I should we be bigger than we are now? Should we keep the same size? What do you guys think? Hang on, let's do this real quick. I've been letting some of his videos pile up a bit. Is there one? They're all too fucking long. They're all too long. Shit. Shit. Current size good. Smaller current size. Okay. We'll keep the current size then. I will keep it as it is. Though apparently I need to reset the thing. I don't know why. So this, me looking down here. Okay. That should do it. Is there an interesting video? Let me, I'll turn this back to the main screen. I know I'm on the off screen. I'll turn this back to the main screen now. I don't know if there's like a good video to watch or do, you know? Oh, fair enough. Yeah, so what Thread Now was saying, years ago I'd have appreciated the game getting a remake or a remaster, but given Aspire and what Square Enix did to Final Fantasy VII, I'll pass. I'm not interested in Skyrim 2. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Okay. Maybe instead of watching something, we'll play something. I have like a little game I can just throw on. Doesn't need any like introduction or anything. I kind of want to, you know what, we'll do this because I kind of see this as like something we could potentially do as like a party game sometime. I'll have to see what, maybe Wolfie, Cree, and Pagan can join me on it. But it was a game I was trying out. Alright, here, we'll start it up. Okay. No, not Factorio. Here we go. We wait for the game to start. There we go. Yeah, Ember. The Uber Firefighters game. So essentially the premise of this game is that you're just a firefighter that gets called in to deal with bullshit. You've got to rescue your clients and everything, right? How much did you say the bounty was for Dustborn? Oh my god, it'd be high. Why? Why do you ask? I'd probably start Dustborn at 500 to 600. Honestly. Yeah, so you're not really a volunteer firefighter. You work for the company, sort of. Just putting that thought in everyone's mind. Please don't. Please do not. Yeah, so essentially you're like the Uber of firefighters, right? That's kind of the way to put it. And so you have to rescue people, clients, from house fires and everything. But you can also like go above and beyond by getting their money out, by getting their furniture out of the house, sort of stuff like that. So there are multiple ways to do this. You can just focus on getting the people, or what I do is I find the source of the fire, and I do as much firefighting at those sources as I can until there's only a little bit left, or I extinguish it entirely, and then I run and go get the clients. So that gives me time to then look for all their cash and things like that to bring out. Now, you can steal all that if you want. You'll lower your rating. But what I do is I just give it to them, and then they'll usually give you a tip, a pretty generous tip anyways, so you don't lose rating and you get some extra cash regardless. But I'll show you this game. So this one I fully cleared. One's a bit frustrating. Let's start a new one I haven't seen before. So St. John Street. Okay, rescue op. Alright, so this is my loadout that we're going in with. We can actually change it. Actually change all the stuff. I actually now have a deer hat on, because it actually gives me some benefits and bonuses. So, here we go. I'll show you. Well, we'll show you how it goes. So again, I didn't know this fire was here. I was just doing an investigation. Oh, gas. Alright, there's also some cash there. Oh, grab it. Thank you. Just gotta figure out how to get this gas out of that room. Okay, I don't think I'll need to. I think I can avoid it now. Check. Okay, fire. That fire's actually been put out. It's been snuffed. Oh! Yeah, that fire's been snuffed. Toilet, you dingus, your house is burning down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, all the shenanigans can occur, especially when you start doing the other mission types. Ah, oh, damn, didn't get it there. Okay, that's fine. Incorrect. Oh my god. Ah! You're fine, you're fine. Come here. one more left. I'm gonna leave that one jump pad there. Oh my god. Ow! Where is it? Oh my god, I can't find it. Alright. Ow! Okay. Holy shit. Yeah, so I would need to sprint. Go. Sir? What? Oh, I run past him. Yeah, this is a game where shenaniganry happens all the time. That's how I ran past him. Stuck in the car. Thank you. Ow. We're not saving this house, no matter what. Holy shit. So if I did want to save this house, I would need to find the circuit breaker. Oh my god. There's no water in the house anywhere? Good god. Sheesh. Okay. Where would one find the circuit breaker at? Oh my god. Alright, it's intolerable. We gotta go. Yeah, I think the house is a lost cause as well. We'll just take the W for getting everybody out of the house at least. There we go. We got a little bit of a tip because we got everything else. Whew. Probably. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, now we can do all this. So, demolition I find to be, like, the best one for actually looking around the house and trying to find the stuff, right? Here we want to actually destroy the house quickly. Okay, so that's the gas room. This, I believe, had a thing in it. This is our first cache. Here, because there's nobody here, we literally just steal the money. Yep, it has multiplayer. That's why I was thinking, if I could get Cree, Pagan, and Wolfie in on this, it's gonna be a fun multiplayer game. There we go. So that's one of them I would have missed. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Some of these people's houses are just like, what the fuck? Oh, there's a big one. Nice, okay. Funny how much I want to put that out now, so I can look around. Ah, there's where the light switch would have been. Okay. Right, so now we know for rescue, that's where the light switch is. Ooh. I almost set that thing off. Okay. Ah, here's where the circuit breaker is. Okay. Perfect. Alright, I don't know where all the other stuff is, but let's start the deconstruction, shall we? Oh. Whee! Oh, shit. Missed. There's one in there. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I did it. How's it going? And now we flee. Oh, beautiful. We did it. Successfully burned the house down. We're missing some cash, though. So I'll have to think about where to find it. Yeah, and then you have missions like this. Here's another one I haven't done yet. Where we just have to escape. And if I find all the cash in the escape as well, we get a bonus.
Oh, hello again. We got got your personal information off the Ember database. It was pretty easy to hack into. You've been making quite the kerfuffle for us up at Hoser headquarters, so we had our government buy out this oil barrel factory. When we get you out of our tooks, listen, I'd much prefer to have you work at Hoser than go through all this trouble. But your non-compete clause
Oh, God.
states you might actually survive this if your country had socialized medicine.
Oh my
Why
God.
does Hoser deserve to operate here instead of Ember? Well, our socialized app guarantees a 15 Canadian dollar per hour minimum wage and free K through 12 schooling for your kids.
Ow. Thank you. Alright. There's the exit.
So resistant to us getting rid of Ember. We just want to do our solemn duty to spread socialism to the United States, as is written in the great Canadian Constitution.
Ah, I see. Oh, I can't do that. Okay. Shit. I'm silly. I just have to do this. Yep. How did you... You're kidding me! You're kidding me! My own fault. It was my own fault. Try it again. I was like, why didn't that trigger? And then I turned to look at it and was like, oh, it did trigger.
Got your
You
personal
just,
information off the Ember database. It was pretty easy to hack into. You've been making quite the kerfuffle for us up at Hoser headquarters. Listen, I'd much prefer to... You might actually survive this if your country had socialized medicine. So why does Hoser deserve to operate here instead of Ember? Well, our socialized app guarantees a 15 Canadian dollar per hour minimum wage and free K through 12 schooling for your kids.
Fuck. Okay. Beautiful.
Why are you so resistant to us getting rid of Ember? We just want to do our solemn duty to spread socialism to the United States, as is written in the great Canadian Constitution.
That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Or not? Come on. Yeah, it's on sale for cheap as well.
You'll never get past our shipping pallets. They're going way too fast to just jump across. By the way, these will be shipped right out to our leak-proof Canadian syrup pipeline.
Okay, that was the exit. Oh, perfect. Perfect. It's like on sale for like $4, something like that. All right. Oh. Oh, I guess I should do the things here, right? Alright. Demolition. Again, this will let us look for all the stuff. Yeah, fair enough, Dimitri. There you go. Yeah, how does the... Do you think the thing works well here? I think this is a good size for the model and everything. I think this, I don't know, I think this works. If I could control how close the camera was just a little bit more, I would. But I think this works really well. I'll try and adjust the blinks things now. And now I know how to get the eyebrows and stuff to work. I wish I had read that help document more thoroughly before. I didn't realize that I literally had to separate the two options out, but I can do that easily in Unity. It's not a big problem at all. Okay. I'll look for cash. There's one of our barrels. You know what I should do? Just realized I need to buy the Cash app. Yeah, you know what? We'll just we'll do a little look around for cash. But I need to buy the Cash app. That'll help us out a lot. There are just some missions where I just cannot, for the life of me, find the cash. Okay, I assume in there. Okay. Get in there, stay in there. You little shit. Okay. See anything? Again, I'm not gonna do too hard of a look for it. I'll just wait and buy the Cash app and we can do that. Interesting. Where? Oh shit! Ooh! Wow. Probably in here. Shockingly not. Interesting. Well, yeah, I'll just, like I said, I'm not gonna do a hardcore search. I'll just have to get the Cash app. Oh, good. That's set on fire already. Oh, nice. Oh. Okay. One up there, one down there. Alright. Now time for the fun part. Yeah, no worries. Haha! Perfect. It'll burn down. It's almost a critical. You're kidding. That's okay. It's a critical anyways. Yeah. Okay. Now I need to go in and buy the Cash App. There we go, perfect. Okay. So we need to do this one again, but now I have the Cash App, so we should be able to find them all. Okay, so it's saying there's cash down here. Yep. So what I have to do is I have to get all this out and done in the time slot we have. There's cash here somewhere. Not here, but it is over here. Alright, hold on. Oh! Hello there! Physical cryptocurrency wallet made for storing proprietary Ember currencies. I'll just add that to your account, I guess. Yeah. Okay, make sure nothing here. It's over in that direction. Okay. Sorry, Cash. Okay. Had to make sure it was stowed in there properly. Downstairs still? Nope. Okay. You know where it probably is. Hold on. Yep. So I figured. There we go. All of them. Nice. Perfect. Let us begin the destruction, shall we? Yep, take care of some nobody. Sure, let's take this one upstairs. Alright. Begin, shall we? Oh, there's one left down here. Okay, hold on. I'll get that in a second. Woo! Oh, shit. Perfect. Nice. Got the bonus money out. Alright, so now we know where all the money is. Whoofda. Yeah, there you go, game. There you go, chat, I should say. There's just a nice little preview of this game. A lot of fun and shenaniganry to be had, for sure. $600. Yeah. And you can see I'm working towards some of the other stuff. One of the big things I'm working towards is this upgrade. Because I need it to go through the walls so that it can stop some of the fires that are a little more annoying to get than the others. Yeah, I would say today was a good success and a lot of fun, right? Woo! I think the model came out very well. I'm very much happy that everybody was like, everybody seems to agree that it was pretty good. I like the lip syncing on it. I now know how to do the eyebrows thing, so I'll get that added. Because I was like, how do you do a float for the Unity thing? And it's like, no, there's an easier way to do it. Just do brows down and brows up. It's like, oh, okay. It's fucking. I should have known, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'll have the eyebrows working next time. So that'll be on Monday. I figured that would be a good one to test, so that if there was any stream shenanigan or anything, we could get that all fixed for Monday. And yeah, you can't really not power the crusher in that thing, but I saw how to do it. You did do the conveyor belt. Well, the outfits will be coming later, right? This is all just to make sure that the model works. Again, I could take off... I see what you did there, Abysmal. You almost made me say it again. You know, maybe say I could strip down. That's what you want, isn't it? That's what all of you want. I know it. I know Threadnought's been thirsty for it. Threadnought was slathering all over thinking about that idea. He was salivating, in fact. Not intentionally. Bullshit. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Oh yeah, no, I'm just imagining him. I can see Threadnought with his tongue out. I can see it. Speaking of, I actually should add all the tongue variables as well. And so, that'd be fun. Holy Christ, that Jaws as if the Giga Chad turned scaly. No, again, it's the tri-point. Like you can imagine yourself as a dragon even though you are a lizard. Incorrect. Incorrect. Fucking wow. I blame Kree for this. Kree's whole not understanding how to read a fucking genus chart. Just, oh. It is ruined. It has ruined all of you. You're all corrupted. All of you are corrupted. All of you must be purged in dragon fire. But yeah. I want to play No More Room in Hell still. No More Room in Hell 2, I mean. I was a big fan of No More Room in Hell 1. I played through all the campaigns of it. I enjoyed it quite a lot. But I have heard terrible things. Right? I have heard that, like, the bugs and the networking problems with No More Room in Hell 2 are fucking wild. Makes me sad. But I still want to play it. Yeah, I think we'll call that a good success for today. I like the model's reactivity. I like the. I very much appreciate that it has gone over well, right? And I like that I can look over here. When you see me looking over here, you know I'm looking at chat. So my model even looks like I'm eyeballing chat down. Like the fuck you saying? Fair enough. Oh God. Yeah. All right. I think that's where we'll call it for today. Remember, on Monday I'll come back and I'll get the eyebrows working and everything, so that'll be nice. And yeah, I think we call that a huge success. Oh, I'll kind of miss having this little like thing. I might keep this thing for a while until new fan art comes in, and then we'll slowly phase this one out, and we'll phase in the new fan art. Like once we get a few pictures of new fan art, we'll phase this one out, this old one out. Yeah, chat. Remember tomorrow we will be watching Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, a classic spookum movie that we do every year. So hopefully you guys will be in and enjoy that. On Monday, I don't know what we'll do, but obviously we'll do something fun and entertaining. I hope. I don't know if there's any spooky games I really want to play. This has been kind of like because I've been so busy working on the model and everything. It's just been kind of like Spooktober. It really has been. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. In the meantime, though, chat, hopefully you guys take care. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe and healthy. Get fit, get ripped. I will see you back here next time. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll add the model here to the end screen as well. Hold on, let's do that real quick. So I can be here in the background with you. Wham. Yeah. Oh, shit. Bam. Alright, there we go. There's the new one. Oh, shit. I was in the way. I was trying to grab myself and I accidentally grabbed the fan art thing. There we go. There we go. Yeah. But Bye-bye for now, everyone. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.